Welcome back to Intuitive Energies. Today we're going to be looking at the full moon lunar eclipse in Taurus. There's so much going on with this that you could look up a million different things at this point. They're calling it the blood moon. It is, of course, the beaver moon. But it is the full moon. It is a total lunar eclipse. So it's just, there's a lot going on with this moon. But basically, to let you know is that this is going to ease a lot of stuff that's been going on. Between the two eclipses, one has been diving in to help you look at things and clear things up. And this part of the journey is going to help you cultivate all the work that you've done. So we're going to look at that. I pulled all the cards from different decks that have moon. I have Queen of the Moon Oracle here. I have Moon Manifestation, Moonology Manifestation. I have Star Codes, Astra, and I think I have Moonology too. So I pulled out cards that I think would be of great help to you for this full moon, and I'm going to go ahead and read some of those for you, and then we're going to pull some cards, okay, Pisces? So here we go. Let's start with the Moonology deck with the full moon in Taurus, first of all. And it is said to detoxify. And not only that, as I was talking about the bull in last week's readings, is that it is definitely that Wheel of Fortune that is spinning slowly and just starting to go. And it's got enough weight to it that even though it looks deceivingly like you could probably stop it, or it's not really moving a lot, you are moving with strength. Okay, you have the strength of the bull here. So go ahead and do that. So it says, after this, it's saying you're going to need to detoxify to restore equilibrium to your life. Maybe you've fallen into obsessing and negative headspace, but we've been working on that, okay? It says, whatever the case, you need to release any of the dramas, the possessiveness, and the stubbornness to free up everything. Digging your heels won't help. Neither will allowing yourself to be mean. It could be a spiritual, emotional, or physical detox that's called for. So this may be the stuff that you've just been putting yourself through, Pisces, and now is the ultimate time to let go of it. Just let go. So if it was just a full moon in Taurus with nothing else happening within this, but we know a lot more is happening, this would be something you would do. This is what Taurus wants you to do, okay? And it says, find a balance between what your heart wants and what the next step is. But we've been doing that. I feel a very slow but definite progress in everything that you're doing right now. Okay? And it's to balance yourself emotionally and boost your manifesting ability far more than if you stay out of alignment. Okay? So there you go. So that's for this card of Detoxify. We're also going to look at the star code of Astro, and I pulled out the Taurus, which this one says Cultivate, which I find also really matches what has been saying, especially with yesterday having that that Ace of Pentacles that was in reverse. If you didn't see those readings, go ahead and watch those. And the way that it looked like you were about to plant it in the ground. So that completely matches that, right? Correct. So Taurus asks you to hold still, dig in, grow roots, and strengthen over time. So that's what I was talking about. You're strong in your movement, okay? It says hold still, but it's not really hold still for me. It may feel like stillness, but you're not. Manifest in a practical way. Signified by a bull standing in its field, Taurus rules the neck and voice. Its purpose is to bring life into matter through growing crops, through our muscular strength and the sensual potential of our bodies, and through the solidness of our material resources. Okay? It says, work with the metaphor of gardening. Plow the ground, plant the seeds, nurture the crops with water and fertilize, and protect those crops with predation. Grow roots rather than then moving quickly, investigate what concrete form your project should take and the next practical steps in that direction. Okay, so notice what you see, smell, hear, feel, and taste. Use these senses to be in the present moment and let time flow. Okay, so I love that. It's telling you to be strong, and I know it says to hold still, but I don't feel you holding still. I don't feel this bull is completely at a stop. I feel that you are moving forward. Spirit is telling me that you are moving forward. They are still showing me that big, creaky water wheel moving with so much heavy intention. Okay? So keep doing that. All right. So in this deck, I pulled the beaver moon, because that is what we are going into. Okay, this is what we call this moon at this time of the year. 39. So we have 12 and 3. So notice 2 and 3. Okay, so the beaver moon says you can create your own destiny. Be industrious. Every creature on earth creates. I love this. Okay, so you should welcome the process of creation. So there's a good reason for the saying, busy as a beaver, for the beaver is truly an industrious animal. Not only do they create sophisticated architectural lodges, they're semi-submersible homes, but they change the course of rivers and waterways through strategic damming. They create new environments for themselves and other animals. Like the beaver, we too can create with industriousness and vigor. That's another great word that I felt, that strength, that slow wheel, vigor. It's like that go-getter attitude. I feel it within me, like you're just waiting to shake things up and break at the seams and let that light come in. Okay? Everyone is creative, not just those who consider to be creative, such as artists, designers, musicians, and writers. And I told you this last week. You can change the course and contribute to so many things without just being an artist or a musician or work of art. Whatever you are doing that add beauty and service to this world is great. It's a creative thing, okay, that gives to the world. We all can be encouraged to think more creatively, to solve problems outside of square solutions, to invent new ways, and imaginatively break new trails. The moon is the moon of taking action. This moon is the moon of taking action. Our northern hemisphere ancestors at this time would be preparing for winter. Yeah, and I'm still preparing for winter. They would be preserving food, preparing skins, gathering medicine, strengthening their homes if they were not nomadic, and preparing to move to better hunting grounds if they were. Anyone who didn't work hard at this time would likely suffer greatly for it when winter came. The time to action is now. And yes, this one says hold still, this one says move, move, move. I'm thinking any movement with deliberation right now, Pisces, is what is important for us, okay? And this will greatly ease the rest of the year as our expansion keeps going. I took out the full moon and the word power because it came out last week. A power month, a power week, standing in your truth. So I felt it when I saw it. I thought, yes, this is definitely us right now. So this full moon will also help us in our power. Okay? And feel it wholeheartedly. All right, Pisces. Step into your true power, shine brightly, do not hide who and what you are. The time is right to attract big things to yourself. Ancestral energy is important. Open your mind to larger possibilities. Big magic can be wrought. I have power and it is real. Okay? Go outside on a clear night and look up. Hopefully you'll see the stars a-twinkling. If you are really lucky, you might see the swirling Milky Way spilling across the darkness. And then there she is, the big full moon. unmistakable in her glory and power. She moves the earth itself, stabilizes it into orbit. She releases and pulls the seas. She is the object of devotion, the inspiration of poems, the realm of goddesses, and she has witnessed the very first of us rise up on two legs and venerate her. Generation after generation, we have stood barefoot under the same moon, wishing, setting intentions, dancing, and drawing her graceful power. You are made of the very swirling matter that is the stuff of stars. You are pure possibility, changing constantly, renewing and transforming. Take this moment to recognize that power and rejoice in it, for your next step is the precursor to your future self. Very beautiful. All right, so last but not least, Pisces, I have the full moon eclipse, and it says conclusions are within reach. Full moon eclipse, and just like that, a door slams shut and you've pulled this card. It suggests that the situation you're asking is about to reach a peak, or has just done so. And things are now going as planned. What you're experiencing now is what your soul signed up for. A way for you to learn, for your soul to evolve. So allow events to unfold and be easy on yourself. Okay? It says if you're letting go of someone or something, know that it's the right time. Forgiving someone for what they did could be key in a positive way. And it doesn't make right what they did, but it's a release so that you can move on. Okay? And full moons are almost always nearly about climaxes, like the pinnacle of something. So you may be right now going full on into the pinnacle of a great, all the work that you've been doing in the last little while, okay? Last little while. Could be years now, Pisces. But I feel that the month of September, October really gave us a workout, if you know what I mean. You know, it made us, when it was making us look at this and then making us look at that, making us take to step into this and step into that. I feel the power within you now. I feel that you've gained enough self-confidence that you're at the point of saying, I think I'm okay now. I think I'm good now. So let's see here, Pisces. I'm going to pull some tarot because I've pulled all of these oracle cards. Of course, the Enchanted Dreams with the beautiful full moon on the back is always such a beautiful and appropriate deck. So let's pull a card for each one of these beautiful oracle cards and see what else Spirit has to say for this beautiful full moon in Taurus. For the full moon in Taurus, detoxify card. 10 of Cups. Can't get better than that, right? So I feel that that's saying that all the detoxifying that you've done, your 10 of Cups is coming in. It's not only going to help you, Pisces, it's going to help everybody around you, of course. Because when you get rid of the ick, as I was talking about a while back, when you get rid of the ick, you bring in the good. You bring in the happy. You hit every part of your life with some kind of bright light of joy, happiness, and color. And as you do that, it clears up your energy. And when you clear up your energy, well, everybody really will benefit from that, of course, okay? The people you meet, the people in your life, the people you work with, your energy, your guides will be able to reach you more because you'll be more in a feeling of gratitude, okay? We can't hold this all the time, Pisces. I get it. I do know. I live here just like you. But we can have moments, and I have more and more moments, and what surprises me most about these moments, and I'll tell you, is that absolutely nothing of great importance is happening when these moments come in. I can be sitting randomly somewhere doing absolutely nothing, and I have a moment of perfect energetic, it's an energetic perfection, or a moment of pure contentment and joy. You know, when they say those perfect moments, I will slip into that energy of feeling like nothing could be better at that moment. And I haven't had many of those, but they're happening more often now. And what always gets to me is that nothing is happening in particular. I can just be sitting there and suddenly it hits me. How wonderful my energy feels, how wonderful the environment feels, regardless if it's raining or sunny, regardless of who's around me or not. It like hits me like a laser beam. And if you can get those moments, and if you can help them come in and find you, you get better and better at it, and it happens more and more. But you can't have those if you're constantly rattling in your head with stuff that's yucking or icking up your energy, okay? So this is what it's going to bring to you. Taurus, cultivate. And what came out is the guide, which is the Hierophant, okay? So cultivating. Of course. There's nothing more cultivating than the energy of teacher and student. And in this case, you have it right here in the guide. You see the young person, the older person, the teaching, the learning, the forever student. I feel that this child is always residing in this guide. So when you cultivate, you're opening yourself up to learn, to watch, to observe things happen, grow, and get bigger. So this is a time for you to actually do that, to take every step in a beautiful garden of experiment, okay? Like you're planting things that you don't know if they're going to grow or not, but you're just so excited to see if they will. And that is, you have that childlike component of always, you know, that experimental thing that children have. Let's try it. Let's see what happens. Okay. So card for creation for the Beaver Moon. The Four of Cups. Four of Cups for me a lot of the time feels like a holding pattern, a stagnancy. I feel that they're saying that this is a great time for you to do it. The Four of Cups usually is not making decisions right away, but it's like feeling stagnant. It's, what do you call that? It's that procrastinating, but it's not procrastinating here. I feel that you're at a standstill. Right now, this card reads as a standstill for me. And the creation card, it's like it's the best time. The Beaver Moon is like getting ready. Everything around you is going standstill, as in it's fall, okay? Everything is slowing up. The season's changing for us in this hemisphere. I know it's not like that in all hemispheres, but things are slowing down. And that's what I feel this card is saying. While everything is slowing down, what a fantastic time to create. It's like giving you the room. It's like they're showing me when it's sunny and when it's spring, you want to go and till the ground. You want to go clean up the yard. You want to go and do this and that and this and that. We're getting ready for winter, but the slow up is going to come in. And what a great time when you have less to do than to concentrate on the things you want to create. It's like working on a future crop, okay? So I like that. The Four of Cups, it's not stagnant. I know it means stagnant, but I feel more like a cave-like in this picture. Like she's got, you know, the light around her, but she's going almost like into hibernation and doing the stuff that needs to be done, okay? All right, so you have power, full moon. Yeah, there's an undercurrent, a very strong undercurrent of power. I wish I could put it better in the way, yeah, solving problems, and the King of Wands came in with it. You have the Five of Wands and the King of Wands. So I feel like it's a perfect time for you to go into your problem solving, brainstorming, energy, okay? To take the lead, to be decisive and courageous in your power with this full moon to go, okay, I'm going to deal with this, and I'm going to finally, like, you know, solve what needs to be solved, put my energy into cleaning up certain things, you know, whether it's a stack of papers that's been sitting there forever. It's things that you need to just put, you know, your mind to and clear up. And it's going to help you greatly, okay? There's things that you may have not been looking at that you need to look at and you need to fix and deal with. Okay. The Knight of Swords. Been coming in a lot. Conclusions are within reach. We've had this in the readings last week, the Knight of Swords. He's been moving quickly into where he needs to go. Okay? He came in, it's like, now you're gonna, this is gonna help you run towards your truth and your new beginning with more power than ever before. So this full moon is good. It's just, what I feel more than anything is that it's going to flow. It's going to help the flow of where you've already been going, what you've already been doing, Pisces. So just keep it up. Just remember that slow and steady wheel moving with a lot of weight behind it. So it's, like I said, deceivingly looking like it could slow down or stop, but it's got so much strength that if you just tried to stop it or put your hand on it, you'd be pulled under, because it's that strong. This is your wheel. It's finally moving. And yes, it's not going 1,000,000 miles an hour, but it's not going to stop at any time soon. Okay? You've put a lot of work and a lot of weight behind it. And now it is finally moving in the direction you want it to. All right, beautiful Pisces. I'm going to let you go with this. I'm going to come back with the weekly reading later. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please subscribe, hit that notification bell to all. And I will see you very, very soon. Take care.